So when you start working in Power BI, you'll want to change a couple of the default options so that your experience is a lot more smooth and you don't get a lot of weird behaviors that are hard to understand. So we're going to go into the options and settings and then go into the options. The first thing is a bit of a more advanced item. You're probably going to leave this on by default here in data load time intelligence. So anytime you create a new column that is a date or time, Power BI is going to create a table automatically on it that's going to allow you to split it by year, by month, by week, etc. This may not fit your exact needs. As you get more advanced, you'll probably start using your own table that is going to split things more how you want. So just know that you're going to come back here in the future and disable this. But for now, if you don't know how to make your own tables for date and time, don't worry about it. Next thing is going to be the security. So what we'll want to enable is the data extension, which will allow us to bring in our own plugin like Revizto and so forth. The third location we're going to go into is the data load. And frankly, this is probably the most important one here. What we don't want to allow is import relationships from data source on first load. And we also want to remove the auto detect new relationship after data is loaded. What that does is whenever there's columns that have the same name in different tables, like key or element or something like that, anything that has the same name is going to automatically connect them. So that really creates a nightmare because there's a lot of tables that have the same names, and then you're going to load a table and all of a sudden your data model is going to look like a complete nightmare. So this is the most important thing to deselect. All right, and the final settings we're going to modify are the report settings. So here you have the option of disabling the export of raw data from your report. So generally, I don't care about this. However, if you have a very sensitive model and perhaps you only want the user to see the reports and none of the underlying data, this is where you would change that setting. The other thing is, this is a new setting here, develop visual. We've seen Power BI give kind of a little warning whenever we have our 3D viewer in here, and it tells us to simply click develop a visual. So in this case, you may have to click this on, and this is going to be the same if you are loading a Deneb or any kind of visual that you need to download that isn't in the Microsoft Store, for example. So those are the 4 locations in the settings where you want to modify the data, and this is going to save you a lot of time. I hope this was helpful. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.